Let's go. All right,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
let's see. Got the comments over here. Okay, cool. All right, we good to go, brother. We can pop
It's
in.
your show. I'm following you, man. I'm following your lead.
Hold
Microphone check.
on, my damn face. So damn humid. Woo.
We outside in the elements, man. We doing this for the community. We out here
Hey man,
battling the mosquitoes, the heat, the humidity.
I'm about to go ahead and relight this damn thing right here. I already lit it once. I'm about to light it. Yep, just lit it. All right, so what's going on? What's going on, Ray? King Ray in the building. What's going on, brother? All right, we just gonna go ahead and get this shit going, bro.
Let's
So,
get it cracking, man.
hey crew, it's your man Cigar Head Fred, and we are back with another episode of Cigar Head TV. Back again with another cigar review. Back again with another hitter. And so, as y'all can see, wait, hold on, I gotta point this
Right, right.
way. Scott that's doing the cigar review with me. My boy is back for a short period of time. Hopefully this might talk him into coming back. Maybe.
Nah, man. I'm doing this especially for Cigar Head Fred, bro. It's just for you, man.
I,
That's it.
I love it, man. Got my
That's it. The
EKB
bright
are in the building. Welcome.
appreciate it, man. The bright side is this is a cigar that I want to review anyway. Shouts out to John Huber, Crown Heads, the Oscar family. You know, you gotta show love, you know what I mean? Because this is a good cigar. And it's one of the most popular cigars that's popping right now, too. So we really gonna get the people something that they want.
Yes,
So
sir.
appreciate you. First of all, man, before I even cut and we get in the cut, lighting and reviewing and the whole nine, thank you for having me on, man. Thank you for taking the time to ask me to come on your channel and to get a chance to review again. It's been a minute. So I appreciate you, bro. It means a lot.
Hey,
Straight
man.
up.
Man, listen, this is long overdue, bro. We were supposed to be
True.
out the way a long time ago, man. So it was only right. It was only right for me to have my dog on have my dog on the channel, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. The main thing is getting you back to doing reviews, man. The people needed you. I had my time to shine. I did my thing, man. The main thing was getting you back out there. And so we really got some representation on the cigar community front, let's say it like that. So that you out there, you got the personality back out there. That's what we needed, bro. So we glad to have you back, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it, man. Listen, remember I told you about my glasses, right? Everything oval. I, I swear everything like this right now.
That dude got the binoculars on right now.
So like these things,
Nah, man, it's all good. We got to see the comments when they coming through anyway. What up, Whiskey? What up? What it do?
man. All right, y'all. So check it out, man. The cigar that we'll be reviewing tonight is the Melodias Edmundo.
Bro.
Puro.
Yeah, I got the Edmundo too, so I'm glad you said that. So 'cause both of us got the same cigar, same size. You know that actually comes through and helps out a lot. So everybody on the same page. That's what's up.
Yeah, it really does, man. So listen, bro, I gotta tell you too. So
Yep.
I would have worn my little Mil Diaz. Like remember the first Edmundo came out?
Yeah.
Out to Mr. Huber, bro. He sent me that little 5-pack of that back then, and he sent me the swag, bro. But I was looking for my hat, and so my babe, my girl, she was like, "Babe, you put that in the storage room, right?" He said, "Yep." I said, "Well, I can't go
It
get
is what it is.
on these crutches. I'm not. Nope, it's gonna stay there."
Nah, hell nah. You can't go out of the way like that. But you know what's real dope about that, man, is just you mentioning that John Huber's been really dope at just as far as looking out for reviewers and people in the cigar community.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We come on the Fridays, does a joint like that. He will send out the swag to people. you know, for people doing the reviews. He'll send out a couple of cigars here and there. Like, because when he did it for my channel, this was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I had the blood medicine when it was event only. Like I didn't even know what the cigar was. I just did a review on it. I didn't even know the name of the cigar. I didn't know nothing. The only thing it had was the cellophane, and he wrote event only up there. And I found out later on that was the blood medicine. I really enjoyed that cigar. And he just popped up out of nowhere like, hey man, I watched the channel. You're doing a good job. Thank you. You know, that's dope.
Yeah, bro, that is, bro. And the fact that also if you message him on and what's up, roast beef? What's up, roast beef? We got roast beef in the building.
Roast beef up in here. What up, though?
What size we have? We have the Edmundo size, brother. We smoking the Edmundo. So
put it over there so you can see it.
I messaged him, bro. I messaged him on Instagram, and like he'll get back with you and talk to you, like you know, like he's always known you. You know what I mean? And so like
it's really a good look, man. It's really a good look because it's only a few of them that really like that's you know that own their own brands that are actually out there on social media and it's really willing to sit back and have a conversation with you to give you some feedback or whatever. So that's dope to have that out there. He's real clean with that.
Yeah, bro. He really, really is, bro. Let me see. Darshawn, what's up, man? All right, so we're going to cut this bad boy up. I'm doing, of course, what I always love to do, the V cut. The V cut is the way.
The V cut. This guy and the V cut, man. I'm still straight guillotine, man. I keep it classic, man.
Classic, man. You know what I'm saying? How's the connection? Connection all right over there?
You kind of going in and out. You froze up for a minute, but hopefully, you know, that was just temporary.
Let me see.
You're good right now.
We good?
Yeah. So everybody in the comments, just keep us on point. You know, make sure you drop a comment. Let us know if audio, we freezing up, anything like that. Make sure we good. You know how it is when we live, man. Shit happens. Who lighting up first, man? You lighting up first? Lighting up at the same time?
Yeah, we can light up. We go and light up at the same time, brother.
Let's get it. I know people aren't really into the cold draw. I know that's really not a thing for people, but I actually personally like just kind of getting the feel for the cigar with a cold draw. It's not necessarily going to tell you what the cigar tastes like, but this gives you like, you know, it gives you like that chocolatey cereal note. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if you remember like back in the days when it was like Count Chocula and the chocolate fruity pepper. Yeah. Kind of give you that little feel.
Yeah, I was just about to say Count Chocula, bro.
Give you a little bit of that barnyardy kind of thing. So, you know, you got good tobacco in here, man. So, shouts out to Crown Heads for always doing that, man.
Yeah. And also, for those who don't know what the blend is on this cigar, it has a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper and a binder and filler from Nicaragua.
I think it's kind of cool, man, because it's, you know, they really went, you know, above and beyond with the blend. If I remember correct, I think it's Jalapa and I think it's Ometepe and it's another one there. I think it's Condega. I'm doing that off the top. So I think that's what it is.
Yep. I did see Condega and Ometepe.
So they got 3 Nicaraguan blends in there. And it's broadleaf, right?
Well, that retro hell is smooth on here. It's that smooth. It's I say, you know, I can't even say it's a jab from somebody, bro. I can't even.
Nah.
Say
it's that little flick jab, you know. Somebody kind of keep you at distance, you know. It's a little flick jab. You know who used to do that? And it sounds weird to say because I love that we could do the boxing analogies. I love that I could do that with you. I could do the boxing analogies. Everybody know George Foreman. for his power, right? He got the power hooks, he got the body shots and all that. But his jab was really just a little flick. He only kind of kept you at a distance a little bit because he would do that cross, guard like this. So that's kind of what it's like. Because he ain't trying to bang you in the head because he's gonna hit you with some power shots later on anyway. He's just sizing you up. So that's kind of how this one goes. I like that.
Yeah, man. This is it's like who else had a pretty jab, and it was just like a little flick. Well, Muhammad did have a little flick as a jab as well.
Yeah.
And of course, he had the thing float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Rumble, young man, rumble.
That's my man.
It's not bad. And also, I'm gonna tell you too, I kind of on the cold draw, for me, I got that musty tobacco taste. Like just with that barnyardy type of taste, but that I like that musty tobacco taste. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. I dig this cigar, man, because it gives you a lot more complexity than you would expect. There's a peppercorn note to it, but it's not like overpowering you, like you said. It doesn't kill your sinuses with the pepper. You get that, but you start to get that milk chocolatey kind of vibe. You get that creaminess, and the longer the cigar goes along, you can tell that it's going to continue to develop and it's going to get smoother. And I like that, man. This is really a good cigar for me.
It is. I'm smooth espresso on the finish. Like I'm getting like it's not too present, but it is kind of like on the finish. You get like a nice little espresso note.
Damn, man. I love the way this blends. It's like in certain cigars that you can kind of get, like, I know I got in a lot of trouble, man, for saying certain cigars are like really bland and didn't have a lot of flavor and stuff like that. But I got to give my honest opinion that, that's just how I do. That's what made the show work. Yeah. But every now and then, man, you get these cigars that, like, you can't miss the different notes that are in there. You can't miss the level of complexity. Just like you were saying, you get that baseline of that, kind of earthy, barnyardy kind of note. That espresso sits there, and you have the right amount of spice. But the way the chocolate kind of flows with this cigar, man, it just kind of like you get that creaminess that kind of goes, it blends everything together.
Yeah.
This cigar is just getting started, and I'm already like, God damn, it makes you want to sit back, like, damn, this is.
Yeah. And so also with this, I wanted to try something, and I learned this from Sal. Sal showed me a little technique how to determine the full, like the true strength of your cigar. So he learned it at the cigar lounge that he goes to, right?
Okay. What up?
We're gonna do that. So I'm gonna tell you what to do, right? All right. So you take a pull out your cigar. So don't blow it out. I'm just telling you, take a pull. I took an actual pull.
Right.
You take a pull and you hold it in your mouth for 5 to 8 seconds. 5 to 8 seconds, then blow all the smoke out of your nose, and that's how you determine the actual strength of your cigar. Shout out to Sal.
Okay. Yeah. Sal always coming through, man. Sal always coming through. It got a little bit of a kick to it. You know what's funny, man? The only time I've done anything close to that was, I don't know if you remember, like when we first started doing the New Wave show. God damn, I'm feeling that one. Yeah, there's some strength in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
When we first started doing the early show, Sanj said something similar. Sanj was like, the way you're retrohelling, you're retrohelling the wrong way. And he basically kind of told me something very similar to what you just showed me right then, where it's just like you kind of like slowly release the smoke out of your nose with your retrohell. Mm-hmm. That motherfucker messed up my sinuses for like 2 weeks doing that joint, man. I was done up. But you get more notes in it. You definitely get more of the profile, and you get more of the strength the same way. So I love trying new techniques and doing different things. Like, I never smoked like that, though. I can't front.
Yeah, man, and like it's two more other exercises he showed me, bro. That that you do. Like I know, like when you take a pull, then immediately blow the smoke out your mouth. You should be able to taste cedar wood on your cigar. And then also another one was when you blow it, you blow the smoke out of your tight lips, and then you taste that you taste the oils. It's the oils in the cigar, and you'll taste like a spearmint type of taste on there.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he was spot on with it, bro. So shout out to Sal, man. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out
yeah.
this.
Sound good, peoples, man. It's one of those things. Like with this, I love the fact that when with this cigar, I was saying how you get so many different notes and you get so many flavor profiles on that one. It doesn't really linger on the palate for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
but like when you're exhaling, like that chocolate in the espresso kind of develops, and that's when you get the different notes and the texture of the smoke is really creamy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get that with every cigar, so you get the oils in here, you get the creaminess of the cigar. So just this is one of the best of the year so far. I don't know if I'm gonna do an end of the year review. I don't know if I'm gonna go there, but to me, when a cigar starts off this well, it can't do anything but go up from here.
Facts, facts. And I'm gonna tell you, look, for me, if the initial light up, that kind of solidified how actually good this cigar was actually going to be, because that creaminess is I say the creaminess is a stiff jab, because you taste it right then and there on the retrohale and on the palate. And
Yeah, man. And most times it takes a minute for that to develop.
huh?
I said most times it takes a minute for that to develop in a cigar. Like usually you got to get like halfway through the cigar to get that.
Mm-hmm. Who's that? Hold on. Roast beef said, "I think I have the original Mildias. Nevertheless, um, I've had it for a good minute, and it's getting smoked today. Are y'all pairing these with anything? No, no, no. We're not pairing it with anything. It's just water. Well, for me, I got water. What you got, EKB?
I ain't even bring anything up today, man. I ain't even think about it. I was so hyped to get up here and so hyped to get on this cigar, man. I ain't even think about grabbing a drink today. Honestly, if y'all saw, normally what I would do is like I'd probably have my Coke Zero or something like that. That Coke Zero would be money. I might have to like yell at the kids, like, yo, grab me a drink,
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Now we're
This
gonna get into this for a minute.
that's my
Oh, how's your construction looking?
so it's windy out here, so it's not all that. It's super windy, so but it's not bad though.
Nah, you still looking pretty damn good, man. Same over here.
I love
And
I love.
I'm digging like that. It doesn't feel overpacked.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. And I'm gonna tell you. So even I'm gonna tell you, I think this cigar has fantastic construction. Reason being is because it's been sitting outside and it's humid as hell out here in Texas.
Right.
It's still kept the same shape and didn't expand. It stayed just like this, and it hasn't. There's no cracks. There's none of that. And you would think like with when your cigar has too much humidity, it can get soft. You
Yeah.
know
Yeah. Yeah.
that, and then also when you have versus when you don't have any humidity, you got the cracks and all that stuff. But when it has too much, it can expand.
Yeah. It happens, man. I don't think that's gonna be an issue with this cigar, man. One thing, and I wanted to bring that up, man, because I love the wrapper on this one. For me, like the original Mil Diaz has that like standard Connecticut, you know, it's very smooth. It's a very satiny type, wrapper on that cigar. Like, and I remember that from like the OG when I first got it. This one is a little bit more rustic because it's Maduro. It's a thicker, fuller wrapper. It has the modeling on it, so you got all the dark spotches in there that you can tell that it's been well aged and matured, and the same thing. But it's just a very full, nice, consistent wrapper as far as just like the strength of the wrapper, man. Like they did a great job with this cigar.
They really
I,
did.
I, I would imagine they're proud of this one.
Oh yeah, I would be. I would be. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. I'm gonna call it early. I think this may be one of like I'm gonna call it early, bro.
Let's see. Let's see. Put a prediction out there.
I should I want to tear it now.
No. Let's get it to the end. Let's get to the
Okay.
end. Let's get
All
this
right.
full thing. Let's get them something that some anticipation for us to get through this whole cigar. Plus, it might be like a NBA game. It might start off really good. You just never know what's gonna happen by the third, fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to halftime. Let's get you know what I mean?
Right now, look,
You
this
said it's Luca. Word up.
this is a
I gotta
unicorn.
give a shout out to you too, man, because you a Dallas dude, man, and I can't lie, man. My team is out, so I just wanted a good playoffs. I just wanted a really good game. I love Dallas. I love seeing Luka and Kyrie getting at it right now. But I wanted them young boys to get that chip, and I want Mike Conley to get a chip, man. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Them boys sound defeated right now. Dallas is putting that whoop up on them, boy.
And listen, and the fact that I'm gonna tell you, I said there will never be another team like when they won the first championship, when the Mavs won the first championship, but they are
With Jay Terry and Dirk.
yes, they are playing like it. Them boys are different.
But you know what it is, man? Styles makes fights. Because after watching, Minnesota take apart Denver the way they took Denver apart, and nobody expected that.
Mm-hmm.
If you just sitting back, just like with a cigar, if you just sit back and you go off the beginning of the cigar, if you just go off the end of it, you're gonna be like, okay, I already know how this is gonna turn out. I know how it's gonna end up. It don't always work out like that. Sometimes you got to get through the full process to understand it. Because now that Minnesota's facing up against Dallas, that's a different team structure. How you gonna stop somebody like like Kyrie, and then you got to worry about Luka, because when Luka wasn't playing well, Kyrie was getting off. They got the young boy, Lively, the tall kid that's coming off the bench.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it's a matchup issue. You know what I mean? And it's like that sometimes. So sometimes you got to sit through and just got to kick back. And speaking of that, man, this might be a cigar that I want to spend a lot more time with, man, because this is a cigar that, like, just sitting here talking to you, sometimes you get a cigar where you like, this is a perfect cigar to sit back with the homie, have a conversation.
Let me see. Why Luka do that to Rudy?
Yo, who said that? Who said that? Roast beef?
Roast beef.
Look here, man. Look here. I was out all day because I've been busy, man. I'm sorry. I feel like I've been ignoring everybody in the group chat, on the Discord, and all that kind of stuff. I haven't done any lives. I've been busy as hell. So I'm like keeping my phone with me all day. So I'm watching the game, through my phone, watching the stats and all that. I came back home and I put the game back on and I saw that ending. First of all, sorry for the people that are not into sports. I apologize to y'all right now. But why the hell is Gobert that far away from the basket anyway? And why are they switching? Like, this is Luka Doncic. What are you doing? The only thing he was waiting for, the look on his face, he was licking his chops when he saw that Rudy came up on him on that switch, B. Barbecue chicken.
Yeah, man. Bro, wait, time out. We're going to get right back to that, but I'm not going to lie to you. This cigar, so remember we talked about that Count Chocula cereal?
Yeah.
Starting to get more of a fruity pebble note. It's starting to give me like fruity pebbles. Like, like not like just like a fruity burst, but like when you chew all of the fruity pebbles up and you about to get how all the flavors come together. That cereal.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Man. Oh my Lord.
I'm not quite there, but I see exactly what because it's starting to brighten up a little bit. And that's what I love. That's what I was saying about like the complexity of the cigar. Because I'm still getting the sweet chocolatey notes, but that sweet note is just like you described, and it's starting to kind of ramp up a little bit, and it's becoming a little bit brighter. And it's still smooth as hell, man. Like the whole time, some cigars, like when you're sitting back and you're doing reviews and you're trying to like, think of the notes, or you having a conversation with your homeboy talking about the basketball game, whatever. you can kind of forget about the cigar a little bit. You don't with this one. The way that finishes on your palate, the way it feels on your lips and all that, like, you know, after you do a retrohale, it still kind of stays in your sinus. It's like, damn, I still taste the cigar. Like, oh, I'm gonna go back and do it. You know what I mean? Like, you don't forget that this cigar is here. That, to me, that's a sign of, like, I don't want to get like too hyped because we're still early in it, but like that's when you can show like this is elite construction, this is an elite flavor profile. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what you want.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you mean, my brother. I'm gonna tell you how this cigar is making me feel. I like when a cigar gives me some good notes, and it makes me really pay attention to it, and I feel like I'm on the beach watching the waves, just with my legs up, with no shoes on, and I'm just chilling, just paying nothing but attention to the cigar.
So what I'm getting from that, like sitting back with the cigar and just kind of, you know, trying to taste it. We only in the first portion of the cigar right now, and one is a pretty much a slow burner. It's a nice little start to the cigar. You got a nice ash stacking up. Construction is all money. Everything is there the way that it's supposed to be.
Thanks.
But the other thing about it is getting all the different, you know, depth of the cigar, how the finish kind of lingers around. It's well balanced. So we're getting chocolate, as we mentioned before. We got a nice sweet profile on this. You got a creamy smoke body and creamy smoke texture to the cigar. You got nice oils, but it also gives you that espresso and a little bit of woodiness on the cigar at the same time too. Getting all those different.
And it's heavy on the palate. It's super heavy. It has that lingering finish that makes you like it makes you all right. So it's a slow burner, but this one of those cigars that if you're not too careful, you'll be enjoying. You'll get too lost in the smoke and enjoying the cigar so much you'll be smoking your fingers in 10 minutes.
Facts.
That's how good this cigar is. Really capping.
It makes you keep going back to it. You want to go back to it. You want to try it out. You want to keep tasting the flavor notes on it. You want to see what, you know, all the different flavor profiles is going with it. And to me, I kind of look at it like food. You know what I'm saying? And not trying to, you know, be extra culinarian and all that type of stuff. But you know when you got a nice meal, when you take that first bite and you're like, okay, this is what I wanted. This kind of, you know, fit the plate. But then you keep going back and you're like, okay, man, each time I go back, I'm getting a different flavor note. I'm getting a flavor, you know, and everything is blending together. Before you know it, you scraping your plate. This is that kind of cigar.
Facts. I agree 100%. And this like this for me, the and it's like the intensity of the flavors and the complexity of the flavors. It's like it broadens with every puff. It's kind of like the flavors go with you as you smoke the cigar. Right. You know, it's like kind of like the flavors are your shadow.
It's always there. It's gonna stay with you.
There,
constantly progressing
and like
changing.
Like you're not smoking it, you're chewing because you're like,
yeah, exactly.
That flavor. Give me that. Yeah. What's up, Peter?
I often feel like, Peter, what up? I often feel like a lot of people, man, when it comes to learning how to taste cigars, and this is something I've talked about on different lives and different videos that I've done, that so many people try to move people into, you know, starting out with the Connecticut, or starting out with the, you know, something that's light, or starting out with flavored cigars. Me personally, I got in trouble for this in one of my earlier shows because I recommended somebody try the Menelik, you know, for beginners, and people were mad at me like, "Oh man, that cigar is so strong," and it's this. I know it's strong. I understand that, but at the same time, with this, I will put this more in that instead of the Menelik, because regardless of whether you're new to cigars and you're still learning how to taste, somebody's not going to be saying Count Chocula or Espresso the first time that they smoke a cigar, right? When they're early in the game, they're still developing their palates. But you're going to taste the cigar. Like the first time that I had a Don Carlos, that's when I first understood what a cigar was about. That's when I fell in love with cigars, because I was like, I can taste the cigar. So whether you're a novice, whether you're intermediate, whether you're an experienced long-time smoker, you're going to be able to taste the cigar, whether this is the flavor profile you want, whether it's the different, taste components that you're looking for. You can taste the cigar, and you're going to be able to. I'm like, oh, okay, that is creamy, that is chocolatey.
Hmm? And I'm gonna tell you something, EKB. A Connecticut. This is exactly how a Connecticut broadleaf wrapped cigar is supposed to taste. You
It's
can
up there, man.
because Connecticut broadleaf, it can sometimes it can be a little punchy, but it has so many diverse flavors. If
Mm-hmm.
you just kind of how can I put it, dissect your smoke. I just put it that way. If you kind of
Yeah.
dissect and truly understand the background, and even like even look it up and see what that rapper has to offer, you can really take the time and understand. Like, man, listen, that Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, you get some woodiness. It can be punchy. Sometimes it can give off fruity notes. Sometimes it give off straight chocolate notes. You get what I'm saying? And I think I think this is why I love the Connecticut broadleaf wrapper as much as I do. And it's truly nuanced. It's a nuance. It's very nuanced in flavors.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. And that's what makes it stand out. So for me, right now, if I'm leading people to a good broadleaf, and I would always recommend someone go with like the Saka Khan or the Papa Saka. I know the Papa Saka wasn't your favorite, and I understand why. I feel you. I feel you. I would more say the Saka Khan.
Yeah.
Or the Olmec Maduro. But even this one, I'm not gonna put it ahead of those two,
Right.
but I would put it in the same group with that. And I would say, like, hey, if you're getting started, and I would really recommend Crown Heads to a lot of people that are just trying to get involved with cigars, that want to learn how to taste cigars. This is something I would rather somebody smoke this instead of a regular Connecticut. Even though I love something like the JDN Connecticut Antonio, I love that cigar. A lot of flavors. It's a good Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes people want to experience something that's not just going to be on the light end. No. Go to the Mil Diaz Maduro. I feel like anybody could hop in and appreciate this cigar, and it will be a good startup cigar for people.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
I think so. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, and I think because it's the way this cigar is smoking. It's smoking like it has the smoothness. It has the smoothness of a Perdomo champagne.
Yeah.
It has the smooth, because it's that smooth. You know that Perdomo
Yeah.
champagne is really smooth.
Yeah. For sure.
And it's crisp. This cigar smokes very clean and crisp. It has a
And
very
it's just enough. It's just enough spice in there to give you a sensation across your palate, but it's not going to overpower anything at all. It's not overpowering the chocolate. It's not taking over that woody, cedary note that's in there. It's not taking over the espresso. It's giving you just enough in your sinuses and across your palate to say, oh, I can feel the cigar, but it's
and
still smooth.
I think like the type of spice that I'm getting on here now, it's not a white pepper or black pepper. I'm getting more of just a cedar spice. Just a cedar spice, and it's not. And cedar spice is not. It's barely a tingle in the nose, in the nostril. It's barely a tingle.
Facts.
It's
Big
barely.
facts.
Hold on,
And
Peter.
and I like that. And what do you say?
Oh, Peter said one cigar when started that really got me. I might like um I might like this was the Asylum was the what's that Nyctophilia? No, Nectophilia.
Nyctophilia. Yeah.
Not a cigar smoke nowadays, but what is that? Oh yeah, that's what he said. The Nectophilia. You know what? I haven't really, as far as Asylum. I don't know. To me, they make a lot of gimmicky cigars, so I really just.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same way. I got a oblongata downstairs, and I know there's a medulla that goes with that one. I never tried the Nyctophilia, and I would imagine that's probably a strong cigar too, just based on the name. I don't know much about that one. But like
Yeah,
I said, because I like the Aroa family. I like the CLE cigars. I like Aladino. I like Aroa. But Asylum is the one that I really didn't really mess with like that. But I can see how, like, when he was getting started, that would make sense.
yeah,
I don't like with the level of this cigar. The only thing that I would take away like from this one is, I don't know if you feel it, but I feel a little bit of strength from this cigar too. It's a lot stronger than the OG. There is some strength to this cigar, and it's not like strength as far as it's more like the nicotine that's in it, and I can feel it a little bit. I don't know if you feel it.
I I would say no. To me, it's smooth as shit, man. This is a
It's
smooth.
smooth.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you how this cigar made me feel. I could just dice this cigar up and put it in some milk and eat it like a cereal in the morning.
Word up. And see, I'm talking strength of, like, say for instance, have you had the Todos Las Dias before?
No, I haven't had that one.
Damn, and I ain't seen that to you, did I?
Mm-mm.
All right, I put that one in the next go round. I think I got a couple more. So Todos Las Dias is a lot like this cigar. Sweet, creamy, chocolatey with just enough spice, like that baking spice and that cedar spice to kind of give you enough feeling to it. But it's so smooth and creamy that you just puffing, you just enjoying it, kicking back like, God damn, it's a great cigar. But you might stand up later and then what the hell? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those.
Yeah,
This is like that. It's not killing me, but I can tell there's strength not in the impact of how it hits you in the face, but strength in the sense that nicotine might sneak up on you somewhere down the line if you ain't careful.
and
That's
I like that.
yeah. Word up.
I like that.
Everybody, show some love to the man, Cigar Head Fred. Thank him for bringing me on the channel, man, and having a chance to sit back and smoke a great cigar with him. Hit that like button, man, and let everybody know that we up here. Let everybody know that we are live right now, enjoying one of the best cigars that I've had for 2020,
Yeah,
2024 so far.
man, this is a good one. This is a really good one, man. This is a really good one. And also, listen, all right. This may be a lot because you know how we both feel about the Secreto de Artes.
Yeah.
It's
Go ahead, talk your talk.
this. Listen, the new flavors on here is kind of reminding me of it. It's
I
kind of
agree.
that and that's a Mexican San Andreas rapper that's been aged on
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
But this one right here with the type and I'm talking about as far as the flavor comparison, the creaminess that kind of
There go
that
my ash.
with that finish back there. I still got mine. It's gonna fall. I know it's gonna fall. I know. I'm just gonna tap it. I don't want it to fall on me.
You get
But
got
like
myself.
how smooth and creamy this cigar really is. That it's like a milk chocolate creaminess.
The only thing that I would put ahead of this that kind of give you that milk chocolate note, because it does remind me of the Secreto for sure. But the only thing I would put like a little bit ahead of this is the and I don't know if you've had it yet. I think you did the Julius Caesar,
Oh yeah. I was thinking that.
and it's in that same vein. But that is probably one of the most chocolatey, creamy cigars that I've ever smoked. But I would put this in the same vein as I mentioned before. That Secreto, I wish they could put that out. I wish Aganorsa would put that out again.
Man,
The
more that cigar.
the Saka Khan and the Olmec Maduro and the Atabe. What's the Atabe? The Ritos, the
Yeah,
Atabe Black. This is in that family. And for me, those are all stellar cigars.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to get a chocolatey note, if you want to get a creamy body, if you want to get a nice espresso in there that really tastes like a Mexican San Andres or a broadleaf, it gives you that real. You get all those notes that you would normally get from a wrapper that's broadleaf or Mexican San Andres. You get everything.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How far are you? Where you at?
About halfway. We looking about in the same way. And I smoke fast too, so I'm glad you're right there with me.
Man, we both smoke fast, man. We hey,
I'm
shout out
glad
to
you're with me.
collective, man. Shout out to you smoke fast too.
Yeah. But it's hard not to smoke the cigar fast, man. It's really hard not to because you want to keep enjoying it. You want to keep going back to it, and it's the smoothness is there enough that you can just be like, "Yo, man, it's not so harsh. It's not a pepper rush." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
facts. All right, so I want to ask you this question, man.
shoot, man, shoot.
What is your normal Sunday ritual? What like is that the now from how we grew up?
Yeah, yeah,
how,
yeah.
how different is it now versus back then?
It's kind of funny for me, man, because my normal routine is not like it used to be. And back in the day, growing up in the South, man, Mon Dukes had the Anita Baker going, you know what I'm saying? And like, hey, we got to get up, clean the house, do the whole thing. Now for me, man, since I'm home a lot more, every day kind of feels like Sunday for me. And it's
Yeah,
weird because I'm constantly just trying to I'm maintaining the house. I've been doing yard work lately. I've been, building stuff. I've been making sure the kids are doing their stuff. And my daughter's the soul one. My daughter is so soulful. So she do the same thing. She put her music on in the morning. I ain't got to do that. I ain't got to put music on. She got the music going. She in her room. She either doing a dance routine, she drawing, she cleaning her room, something like that. So she already like she got that, what we grew up with naturally. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like Sundays are the days that I like. If once I get everything done, once I take care of everything for the crib, make sure everybody good. I might come up and try to enjoy one of my favorite cigars. I might come up here in this spot right here and might just sit back and just kind of, It's weird for me because Sunday for me is like I'm a day ahead of y'all. So I might be watching the game or something like that. I might just be sitting back, just seeing who playing basketball or you know what I mean? That's it for me. It's just kind of odd because I don't have a normal routine anymore, being in Japan and not working a 9 to 5 like I used to work.
yeah. I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. It just I'm gonna tell you, my Sunday ritual. Well, like when we were renting out our house,
Mm.
Sunday ritual, because she my lady, she a Louisiana girl, and I'm Texas born and raised, Dallas native.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So we wake up in the morning. First thing I'm playing the OJs. I go in order. I go in order. It depends on my mood because, and then also her, because she hate when I put on BB King. She like, Fred, you are not 90. Listen, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Down to her real quick and said, listen here, baby girl, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right. Listen, I put on that Al Green, BB King, but I go in order and we get started with if we got clothes to wash, we wash them clothes,
No doubt.
get the bathroom clean, get the room clean. We started off in our room first, make sure we take care of that. Then and I'll ask her to make me some coffee. She got that coffee going, and that rest in peace to my grandfather because my grandfather got me started on drinking coffee. He passed last year, and man, he got me eating bananas, drinking
Yeah.
coffee in the morning.
No doubt. No doubt.
4 o'clock.
No doubt. No doubt.
And
No, and that's just great. And I can see how that would go together, man. That would be so good. You know what I'm saying? That you got that creamy banana and then that
mhm.
chocolate to go with it. Ah, man.
and I'm
Not chocolate. I mean to say coffee.
this cigar is taking me back just how smooth of a day waking up in the morning. Like this is the
Yes.
type of this cigar puts you in. It puts you in a
Yeah.
good mood. And I think cigars have an effect on your mood as well.
Do you know the MSRP of this cigar? Do you know what it is?
Uh, I know how much the box is. I can't remember how much it is for a single stick though. For the box is 175.
Oh, okay. See, right there, 175 for a box. Telling you that's a pretty good price range. Well, do they come in 10 or 20?
I think 20.
Mm.
I think 20. It might come in
And
20.
that's why it's a good thing. Let me see if I can look this up real quick. By the way, the Pacers are up right now. They're beating the Celtics by 12.
Yes. Because who is this talking about? Darshawn? Darshawn just said, I don't care what nobody say. Boston has had the easiest road to
Yes.
the finals.
Yes. Yes, dude. I was just talking to somebody about that, man. My bad. I'm trying to look this up real quick because I want to see what the MSRP is on this joint.
So welcome everybody that's coming in, man. We're smoking the Mil Diaz, Maduro, and
Let's put
Mundo.
that up so everybody can.
We're smoking this cigar is fantastic, man. This cigar is absolutely fantastic. And I got my brother, Keelan on here with me, man. My big brother right here, man. Much respect. And I
I
appreciate
appreciate you having me on.
the channel and doing this, man, with me. Like it's an honor, bro. It's an
Nah,
honor.
come on, man. Get out of here, man.
It
We just
is.
two homies kicking it, man. I'm just plain old E, man. It ain't
Hey,
nothing to it.
listen, man. You don't understand, man. Like when I was still watching stuff in the background, when I wasn't doing this. You know what I'm saying? I was watching stuff. I mean, I watched your growth, and I was so happy because the content that you put out was so different. The bias guide, those are my favorite ones, man.
I can't front. I miss doing the bias guys, man. I
The bias,
miss doing the bias guys. I miss doing that. I can't even lie. I can't lie. I can't lie. Because I felt like with the bias guy, a lot of times, you watch a review, you get one cigar. You're doing the Mil Diaz, you trying to set whatever vibe, whatever move it is for that cigar. You're trying to give everybody the details about that cigar and let them know, like, okay, this is the one you should go out and buy. The bias guys, it's like you get more than one cigar, you're getting a breakdown of all those cigars, and you're able to kind of break down what the company is doing, what their portfolio is looking like. And then next time you go to, your brick and mortar, or if you're going to Neptune cigars, you're going to small batch, whatever. I'm like, okay, let me grab a 4 Kicks. Let me grab a Mil Diaz. Let me grab a Mil Diaz Maduro, and let me also get the Angel. I can't remember what the name of that joint is. You got the Angel cigar too, the TAA joint.
the Angel Quester.
No, that's because that's JC Newman. I was kind of staying within the.
Oh, yeah, I get
Oh,
what
well, let's even better. Let's say you get like a Le Carême.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing a bias guide, I'm talking about crown heads. I'm talking about 4 or 5 of their cigars, and then that way somebody that's never had crown heads before, now they can understand what a Mil Diaz Maduro is going to be like compared to the original Mil Diaz, right?
Yeah.
You got the Ecuadorian, and now you got the Connecticut broadleaf. So I can tell you, okay, this one is going to be more Cuban-esque. This is going to be, it's going to be a little bit more one note. Then you go over here to this one, it's going to be a earthier. It's going to be creamier. It's going to be chocolatier, and it's going to be a little bit more full body. You got 2 cigars that are coming from the same company right there. That tell you got 2 differences right there. That way, you're never gonna get bored with cigars.
Yeah.
That's why I made the bias guide. So that way, and then we're talking about with the MSRP on this one. So it's $10.40 for the Mil Diaz Maduro.
Yeah.
That's a good price range for a cigar. So that way, if you're going out, you dropping 175 to 190 for a box. You got 20 cigars. You're gonna kick back. You're gonna put on your BB King for this one. You're gonna go out and get Tim's. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna listen to Tim's, and you're gonna sit back and something that's like, damn, I'm kicking back and I'm gonna enjoy the cigar.
That's facts, bro. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you, this may be a little far fetched, but what cigar this is reminding me of is the Las Calaveras 2019.
It's in that same vein. No, I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
It's kind of like it's also. Are you getting any Brady notes on you?
It's faint compared, but yes. And that's what I was saying beforehand. When you kind of getting that cereal note, it's not just chocolate. That's why I was trying to compare it to, the Count Chocula you know, and that, and I know people kind of get weird when you start mentioning like food notes and stuff like that. But honestly, that's what we were talking about, like our Sunday rituals, and you know, growing up in those that reminiscent flavor profile. When you eating a bowl of chocolate cereal, you get those slight bready notes and that cereal note in there, and then you got that chocolatey and that creaminess. What does that describe? It's like a bowl of chocolatey cereal
Facts.
right there.
Facts.
And that's
Facts.
that's why I try to, you know, make those points. So I agree with you on that. I totally agree.
I think like for me when I can't help but to compare cigar to food because that's like the you know what I'm saying like the notes are so you know the notes that you get it takes you back like just like for example mm, let's see I'll take one of my favorite cigars the 601 Blue Label by Espinosa.
Okay, bet.
That cigar gives me it has a transition from but when it goes in from the first third it's chocolate it's like a Reese's cup but it's
Yeah.
strong though and it gives you that black pepper like you sprinkling that pepper on the steak you know what you're doing
Yep.
once you
Yep.
there's
And you know
trans-
it's going to develop that flavor is going to go well with that. Yeah, I get you.
so once you get into that second third that's when you get that mesquite flavor that pepper increases you get the mesquite flavors and I love that because it makes me feel like I'm about to sit in front of a 52-ounce steak and I'm about to enjoy myself.
No doubt. No doubt. And I like this one because like with the Mil Diaz for me, I feel like it's a lot more creamier, relaxing that. So when you have like you mentioned that Las Calaveras and you got what's the one that's La Patisserie.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Le Carême. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, and you got just dealing with Crown Heads, the La Imperiosa. I don't know if you've had that one recently.
The OG.
Yeah, I like the fact that I feel like certain cigar makers and blenders have a flavor profile that they kind of stick to.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of stick to, you know, when you get somebody like Saka gives you more of those like earthier, grassier, more woody type notes, and he
Mm-hmm.
kind of puts a little bit of savoriness into his cigars. I feel like John Huber, when he's blending with Carrillo or whoever he's blending with at that time, he likes those smooth, creamy, chocolatey, profiles on his cigars.
Mm-hmm.
You get that with the Las Calaveras. You get that with the Le Patisserie, with the Le Cadrem, with the Mil Diaz Maduro. And I like the fact that he has a really good baseline for his cigars. Now, you can
Mm-hmm.
get something different when you want to go into like 4 kicks and all that kind of stuff. But I like the fact that he's like, okay, I'm going to give you this something creamy. I'm going to give you something that you can just sit back with that's going to be smooth and enjoyable. And he's
Yeah,
hitting it out of the park, man.
he is. He really, really is, man. He really is. What's up, Steven? Steven said, "Oh snap, the dynamic duo."
You know it. And we
Yes, sir.
vibing. I like the
Yeah.
fact, man, like I like when I was actually doing reviews, I was trying. Like, I love the fact that I can kick back, I can talk music with you the same way I can talk sports with you, and the way we can talk about cigars. I was always trying to create that Sunday vibe that you were talking about. You know what I'm saying? When you came on my channel, you never know what the music cue was going to be. But
Right.
every time I was getting a cigar, I was trying to get a musical vibe to go with that, to kind of fit that. Because we the type of cats, we're going to sit back, we're going to listen to B.B. King, we're going to listen to OJ's, we're going to listen to Anita Baker, but we also going to listen to Kendrick Lamar. We also going to have some Ghostface in there. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have some MJ. And I felt like it's a lot of people who aren't smoking cigars just to talk about what the binder wrapper filler is going to be.
Yeah.
It's not all about highlighting Nick Melillo and EP Carrillo. I want to show love to them cats. I want to show love to John Huber, but I also want y'all to feel what I'm feeling when I'm smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
And I felt like we were able to kind of bring that with Cigar Head TV, with EKB TV. We were able to bring how we grew up into these cigars. And now that we're mature and we're becoming men, we got families, we got jobs, we got responsibilities. When you sit back and have a cigar, if you're not on camera or whatever the case may be, you putting on whatever your vibe is for that moment. You got your drink, you got your cigar. You know what I'm saying? You might, if you got your homies with you, you got your music playing in the back. That's what I was trying to bring to the table, the same way you was trying to bring that to the table. And I feel like the cigar industry needed that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah, man. Because it brings a totally different feeling, a totally different vibe from a totally different person and personality. And and that's the type of vibe. That's the type of vibe that I'm trying to, that really I'm trying to bring this atmosphere, bring how, what I'm saying, bring that Dallas culture and that Dallas native culture to, what I'm saying, to the cigar community. How I,
It's
how I,
appreciated, man.
what I'm saying? It's
We
different. It's real.
we needed you. That's and honestly, when we spoke on the phone that day, and I was like, yo, telling you straight up and down. I remember where I was, man. I was on the military base and I was on my way. Like I was leaving the gym. I was going to get some grub and I was talking to you. I was just standing by the water talking to you. And I was just like, man, we really need you to come back, because I felt like with me stepping out, we got great reviewers out there right now. You got Cigar Hound Dog, you got Master Your Ash, you got Cigar Alchemist, you got Roger with, you got Mike with, Cigar Carpenter. Like, we got all these people that's doing something, but we need the culture to be a part of these cigar reviews. It ain't too many of us out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I really felt like the representation is necessary, but also to bring that soul, bring that vibe, that down home, because people are not watching just for the cigars. Because you can go to Neptune, you can go to Fox Cigars, you can go to all these different places. You can find cigars all day, but you need a personality to be able to deliver what these flavors are getting. You need content. You don't want to just sit back and watch somebody for 10 minutes and you're not interested in the person that's bringing the cigars.
Yeah, you're right about it. You're right
So
about
we
it, bro.
needed you, man. I'm glad, like for real, I'm glad you're here, man. Because I may not be doing the reviews as much anymore, and I may not be as present, but I still sit back and I still watch y'all. And when I got time, I sit back just to see what y'all doing, because that way I'm gonna be entertained about the cigar and about how you're delivering that content. So thank you for coming back, man. It's important.
Man,
Needed you here, man.
I appreciate it, bro. That means a lot, man. Because I'm gonna tell you, and it kind of has the fact to do with this cigar as well. This cigar is giving me those notes, like on Thanksgiving Day, your mama's cooking that dessert, and you go in the kitchen and you ready to lick the spoon. That's how
Word
this.
up.
You get what I'm saying? And like, and I try to bring that, I try to bring that into, bring that feel, that vibe. I don't want nobody just to think they're just watching the show. You get what I'm saying? Like, we not just watching
Yeah.
the show. We kicking back, we smoking. You smoke with me. That's why I always tell people, grab your favorite drink and your favorite cigar. We about to get lit, because
There
shit.
you go. There you go. There you go. And I think that's what people are gonna tune into. So now when they sitting back with us, we got people that are in the chat. We got, people that's gonna watch the playback. You want them to be able to pick up their cigar, maybe pick up this cigar and like, damn, I'm getting those chocolatey notes too. Damn, okay. When he described the wood in that, oh, I'm getting that too. Shit, man, I want to go back. Let me cue up my Apple, music right now. Let me set a mood right now. Let me set a vibe.
Yeah, yeah. That's what it's
That's what we here for, man.
that's what it's all about, man. Sharing the culture, sharing how diverse everything. Because the cigar community within itself is diverse. There's so many different cultures in the cigar industry. Period. And it's just, I'm just one of them. So,
But
oh,
I love the fact, man, that we can come in and we can do it like, we sitting back. Would be really dope if I was in Texas. I could come through. We could sit out there where you are right now. We'll be chopping it up the same way. The same way we're doing right now. This is the way we would be sitting back, cracking our drink open, probably going through the music. Just play this joint right here. Let's set a vibe, and we're just gonna chop it up like Goodfellas.
yeah,
And I think everybody that has joined in. What up, Mike? What up, Steven? Everybody that joined in with us can build up the community. We can share music, share tunes, share the game. That's what this cigar community is about in the first place, man. That's what makes this shit fun.
All right, y'all, we are in. I think we in the final third of this bad boy. Listen, hey, we've been enjoying the smoke on this for sure. So Mike asked, how's that Diaz going? He said, you like it more or less than the regular?
I gotta say, you go, my bad.
I said I like it more, bro. I'm not gonna cap. I like it more.
I'm co-signing. And the reason why I would say that, because we were talking about, like just at the start of the cigar, I say a lot that when your cigar starts off good, then usually it's going to end up good, and it's going to be good all the way through. The moment you light the cigar, from the cold draw to the lighting of the cigar, you're like, damn, it's already creamy. It's already chocolatey. It's already smooth. And you get just enough balance to get, the cafe in there, to get the woody profiles, and just enough of that cedar and that baking spice in there to kind of, meld everything together.
Yeah.
So the Mil Diaz, the original Mil Diaz, to me is a smooth cigar. It's a flavorful cigar, but this takes that up several notches.
It does. It does. No, I totally agree with you, bro. I'm gonna tell you, the notes in this cigar, bro. Especially, we gonna go back to the cereal notes, and I love comparing my childhood to how cigar makes me feel. Remember when Count Chocula, when you knew you had a fresh box of Count Chocula, and you wake up in the morning before you got to go to school, but you want that cereal after you brush your teeth in the morning.
Word up.
Listen, spoon and bowl ready with my milk, man. I'm ready.
No doubt.
Listen,
doubt.
Mr. Huber, if you listening, bro, try to make this cigar into some cereal.
You know what's crazy? It's funny that you say that, though, because I like what John Huber does, like with the marketing and everything, like the stuff that he does with his hats. He's really nostalgic as well too. Like the stuff that he puts together. Like he might have a hat that might look like an old gas station, or he might have one that look like an old cigarette company or beer company or whatever. It's the same thing. He could, like, if somebody wanted to get really creative, he could actually take the Mil Diaz and put it in a cereal box and make that cereal box with the Mil Diaz label up there to make it look like, Count Chocolate or something like that. That shit would sell like hotcakes, bro. Just do a limited edition. I would buy it.
That'll be lit, bro. That'll be lit for sure. Cause that's like this, man. And I'm gonna tell you, man, this cigar, I'm listen. This cigar, I don't even listen. I'm at a loss for words how good this cigar actually is. This cigar been calling my name for the past month. It's been calling my name.
And I like the fact that it's everybody that's had the cigar has been kind of going back and forth, like, damn, man, like, this cigar is great. Have you had the Mil Diaz yet? You got to try this. You don't get that kind of buzz off a cigar unless that cigar is hitting the way that it's supposed to hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I think with a lot of different palettes and with so many cigar reviewers out there, with the casual smokers, everybody's talking about it because it's smooth and balanced enough and has enough flavor that everybody can get a feel for. And that's why I was saying earlier that it makes sense that even if you're just getting into it, you can start off with this cigar. And that's why I feel like it's not just like your normal everyday run of the mill, and it's worthy of going out there and get multiples. Yeah. I ain't gonna go too deep, but you can get more of these cigars because you're gonna want to smoke the cigar again.
Facts. Bro, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. That puff I just took, I'm chewing this. I'm not gonna, and I don't know how you feel about this, but I gotta tell you, this gave me like a 7-Up pound cake. 7-Pound cake, bro. I'm talking about that fresh out the oven 7-Up pound cake.
I like what John Huber is just doing all the way around between the Le Patisserie, Mil Diaz Maduro, and the La Carême, giving you, they're almost dessert cigars, but it's enough body to them, and it's enough of a complexity, giving you like that the bacon spice, giving you the woody notes in there to work with that creaminess. That it's not just a dessert cigar, but
Hey,
it definitely gives you that, because like the smoke on it is hot, the smoke on it is creamy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're saying, that fresh out of the oven, it's giving you that baker's feel. That's kind of a cool thing to really impart that on a cigar.
man,
It's
shout out to my
it's
dad.
hitting.
Shout out to my mom and my dad, man. We got the same name. Fred Williams in the building. Shout out to you, Pop. Thanks
What
for
up, pops?
yeah, man. This is a good cigar. This is a good, well, you got your mind made up on how you what you thinking. This one, would you say this one of your favorite cigars of the year?
Oh yeah. It's definitely that. And honestly, like when I've been talking to people just kind of in the background, or if say for instance, if I'm on Cigars Unbanded, if I'm just kind of in the chat with their joint, or if I'm talking to Peter, I'm asking like, what's your favorite right now between the Mil Diaz Maduro or the Atabey Black? You know what I'm saying? Because they kind of have a similar profile, right? And right now, of the new releases, those have been some of the better, more chocolatey flavored cigars, the better Maduros that are out there.
Yeah.
Think about this. That Atabey Black is a what? $50 cigar. This is $10, 10 to 12, depending on the size.
Yeah.
Which one you gonna smoke on a regular basis? You know what I mean? That goes into my thought process on how I'm looking at a cigar, and I'm gonna smoke this one a lot more than I'm gonna smoke the Atabey. I love Atabey.
Right.
And what's even better, what's kind of cool with that, you got the OG Atabey, you got the OG Mil Diaz Maduro. I mean the OG Mil Diaz,
Yeah.
and then you got the Atabey Black, and you got the Mil Diaz Maduro. You
Mm-hmm.
kind of got the same flavor profiles between the two cigars.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got one that's kind of Cubanesque, and then you
Mm-hmm.
got this smooth, chocolatey, Maduro over here. So if you want to go super premium, you can always do the Atabeys if you want
Right.
to. But
Yeah.
if you want that same experience and you only trying to drop $10 to $12, why wouldn't you do this?
Thanks. Because it's not gonna break the bank. It's not gonna hurt your pockets. Especially if you got like just say if you just just like that song, these last $2, if you got your last $10, last $12, and you say you want a cigar,
Why wouldn't you do this, man? Why wouldn't you hop on this? Like to me, it hits those same flavor profiles, and to me, you're getting a premium experience at a much more affordable cost.
yeah,
Because that's what I want.
yeah,
If you can give me $10 to $12, but you giving me, like when I was describing, the wrapper on this earlier, this thing's still holding up. It still has a nice, ring on it. You know what I'm saying? A nice burn to it. It was holding on to the ash for the most part.
mm-hmm.
You're getting a premium experience, and you don't have to drop $40 more to get that.
Facts.
That's not a bad thing, bro. That's dope.
Yeah, that is, and I say this a lot, like is a lot of the cigars that are in that budget friendly price range, they a lot they're now they're smoking like they are like they should be in the Davidoff price range or a Atabey price range. This cigar is high quality. You're getting a high quality premium cigar for a budget friendly price. That's not gonna break the pockets at all.
We talk sports all the time. For me, that's what makes an MVP. The whole thing about an MVP is most valuable. You're getting your value out of the cigar. You're getting the same thing you're getting for that expensive cigar, but you can still get that value. So the thing is, you're gonna be able to go back and you're gonna be able to go to your brick and mortar. You're gonna be able to go to your online distributor or whatever the case may be, and you can pick up a Mil Diaz. And if more of us are doing that, if we're going out and buying this Mil Diaz, if everybody's talking about this Mil Diaz, if everybody's picking it up, you're seeing it on Instagram, you're You're seeing people smoking the cigar. You're getting the best value out of that. That's MVP levels right there for me. That's the way I'm looking at it.
You
And
right?
it's gonna make more. It's gonna make more of these industries and more of these companies say, "Damn, they're buying up this $10 cigar. Let me
Facts.
make another banging ass $10 cigar."
Facts. Oh,
That's looking
look.
out for us as the consumer. Oh, do your thing, do your thing. But that's just doing more for us as the consumer, man. We're getting more value out of this thing, man. Because I will smoke this cigar on a regular basis. And you were
Yeah.
saying, you get a box for, $1.75, $1.90, and you're getting 20 cigars. That's well worth it to be able to have this in your humidor whenever you get like, yo, man, I'm kicking back today, and I'm gonna put on some Prince today, and I'm just gonna sit back in my favorite spot in my favorite chair, and I will gladly smoke a Mel Diaz Maduro and still feel like a king out there smoking.
Facts. Actual factuals. The actual factuals, my guy. You kicking straight mathematics, my boy.
I'm trying to do that.
You know?
Trying to do the knowledge.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
This
Oh,
Steve,
got me.
Steve says, speaking of affordable, Howard G Magic Stick Cameroon is straight fire. It says $12.
Which Cameroon is that?
The Howard G Magic.
I haven't had that shit. Okay, you
I
put me
have
on
it.
to something right there.
Look it up for sure. I'm
12
looking up.
bucks.
Yeah, it says $12.
You gotta appreciate Steven, man, because Steven always come through with the bangers, man.
Facts.
This cat, this this cat is in the shadows. He's low key. He chop it up with all the reviewers that's out there, and he really knows his shit about cigars, man. That cat sent me a bomb, and I was like, God, everything in there was a heater. The dude knows his shit with cigars, man. And so if he tell me to go out and get a cigar, that's when I'm trying to jump on and go out and get, for real, because he know his shit, and I appreciate that. Good looking out, Steven, as usual.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm gonna look that up. I'm for sure gonna look that up for sure.
He need to be out here. He need to be out here talking just like you out here talking. He need to have a channel. He probably one of them cats that ain't trying to get on camera like that. But for somebody that is in the background that actually know their stuff about cigars, that's the dude that like anything he recommend to me, I'm willing to hop on.
A palate you can trust.
Word up. And that's we were talking earlier about just us as being in cigar media, being on YouTube, being on Instagram. It takes a lot to kind of develop that kind of trust. You know what I'm saying? And each review you do, you got to kind of take a look at it. It's like you putting your word out there for people to to be able to listen to. You know what I'm saying? For people to kind of understand, you got to be able to develop that personality that people are like, yo, I can trust this dude's review.
Yeah.
I trust his palate. I trust his perspective. And he giving me something that is like, I'm okay. I can go back to my brick and mortar and okay, EKB recommended this cigar. Cigar Head Fred recommended this cigar the other day. That's the cachet that you're trying to earn by putting yourself out there to be able to talk about these cigars. And it takes time to develop that. It takes time to develop your own palate and trust your own word. You know what I mean?
For sure. It's just, man, like my description. I try to describe cigars down to a T. First, like before, just if I'm smoking a cigar for the first time, like sometimes I'll smoke it first before I review it, and just to see exactly what I get, so I can have a great description. Sometimes I just go off on a whim, like the
Yeah.
Secreto, like just like even with this cigar that we're smoking right now. I
Facts.
haven't smoked one before, so this is my first time actually smoking it. And the fact that but I know the type of person that Huber is, and I trust him, and I trust what he puts out.
Bingo. Bingo. Bingo.
I can go and grab one of his cigars, or just on a whim, and be like, okay, I have a feeling this is gonna be good because if I know the type of person that the type of person that's behind the brand, well, like I trust them, and I'm a smoker. I think that's what a lot of people and that's why, like, for sure, you know like the journey that I'm on with with smoking different cigars from different places, learning how to to trust other palates and see what they got going. And
That's
Huber is a big person that I trust.
no doubt. That's why we like when you were talking about the buyer's guide earlier, and I'm not trying to plug my own shit. That's not what it's about. But that's the reason why I made the buyer's guide, so that you can find those brands that you trust. And John Huber and Crown Heads is at the top of my list. Just think about all the cigars that we named just from Crown Heads alone. Just
Yeah,
you go through the Le Patisserie, Le Creme, the La Imperiosa, the Mil Diaz Maduro, Four Kicks, and you can just keep going down the line. Las Calaveras, all of those are hitters.
yes,
So so I looked at it, the same way when it came to doing reviews and putting up the reviews. I want people to look at my channel that way. People look at your channel that way because they trust that when you put out a video, if you're going to give it a grade at the end, or if you're going to give a recommendation at the end of your review, people are like, okay, I can rely on this. You know what I'm
right,
saying? The same way that like I know I can go to Foundation. I know I can trust Foundation. I
right.
know with CLE, I can trust CLE. La Flor Dominicana, Fuente, Staka. They've developed that cachet with me as a consumer that's like, okay, I can trust this. So you can do a buyer's guide to say, these are the cigars that you need to go get for this brand. You know what I mean? And Crown Heads is, once again, they did it again.
Mm-hmm. They did it
This is
again.
my second time with this cigar. It hasn't missed either time. This is your first time smoking it. You're like, God, he getting busy.
You're damn right. I'm like, God damn. All right,
Love to
so
see it, man.
man, all right, so now we're gonna get into the part. You ready to you ready for it? You ready
Let's
for
go
it?
it, bro. Let's get it.
All right, so guys, now Cigar Head TV will be rating cigars. So let me break it down for you how my rating is going. It's super easy. So we got Cigar Head Certified, which that's the top tier. That's definitely gonna buy a box. That's an elite cigar, flavor burn, all that, all that good stuff. Blah blah blah. That's an elite cigar. Then you second tier, you got solid. Solid is most definitely a good cigar, 5-pack worthy. Boom. That's how that goes. Then you got mid. Third tier, that's mid. When you say it's mid, it's all right. I'll just smoke one for a review and call it a day. Then we have my favorite, the Gray Cliff tier. The Gray Cliff tier is a hell no. I'm not smoking that shit no more.
Ever.
That's what. So,
I love that shit. I love that shit.
so
Where you at?
from the tiers I just named, my boy Keaton, what you got?
I'm doing it, like the old Bob Barker joint, the joint spinning.
Yeah,
That joint gonna stop at. I can't front. I can't call this a solid. This is definitely Cigar Head Fred certified right here, man. This is certified. This is definitely certified. The reason why I'll say that, because I know you got to give yours, but the reason why I'll say that because I feel like if you drop 200 for a box of this cigar, you're not gonna be mad. You're getting the construction, you're getting a complex cigar. I gave it an MVP because it definitely gives you the value for the cigar. The flavors are complex yet nuanced. They give you, development in the cigar. I'm still tasting this cigar right now while I'm talking to y'all. I haven't even pulled a draw on it. It's still there. So this is definitely certified.
I second that notion, my boy. This is definitely an elite cigar. This is a fantastic cigar. From light up, that creaminess, and like I'm talking about creaminess right from light up. A lot of cigars don't give you that. They give you straight nicotine pepper. They give you nothing but that. But this
Right.
cigar started out smooth and creamy. It gave you a little bit of punchiness. I wouldn't say it's about a, I wouldn't I wouldn't say it's a Javante Davis jab to the
Nah.
nose. Nah.
Nah.
It's like a quick,
It ain't that.
like you said, like George Foreman, that flutter jab, Muhammad Ali flutter jab, just to let you know that I got a little kick to me. It's just like that. But This cigar is most definitely a Cigar Head certified top tier cigar, and most definitely one of the best cigars that I've had this year, for
Yeah,
sure.
man. This is definitely, to kind of cap that off. I've had like this year I probably had more cigars, per day than I've had in a long time. And I've
Yeah,
had some really, really great cigars. We've had the Atabays, I'm trying to think off the top of the head some other stellar cigars.
I haven't had that luxury yet.
We got to work on that. We got to, I mean, and like you said, it is a luxury to get up there. That's the thing. That's the thing about it. But to piggyback off of that, you don't necessarily have to spend that much because you're able to get that with the Mil Diaz Maduro. I really genuinely truly feel like you can get the same type of premium experience for a fraction of the cost,
Yeah,
literally a fourth of the cost.
yeah,
So why not go for that? This cigar really did hit the way that it was supposed to hit. It was
right.
well constructed from beginning to the end. It smoked well from beginning to the end. I'm I'm getting chocolate and coffee now that we, at the nub. Come on, man.
Facts, bro. No, like for real, like, and you don't even have to keep. And I appreciate it, Steven, bro. I appreciate, bro. That made my. I appreciate that, bro. I
That's a
really,
bad brother right there.
I appreciate that. But that coffee,
Bad man.
that coffee, the coffee, bro. It's not just black coffee. It's not like that coffee bean. It's a creamy, it's a creamy coffee. It's like when you put that creamer in your coffee and you stir it up and it make that nice little tan color and you ready to sip
Yeah,
that. But be
yeah,
careful.
yeah. Right, right. But that's what you want. That's the experience that you want to get out of a cigar. That you can enjoy it. It's if you can smoke this with the crew, you can smoke it on a live. You can smoke
Yep.
this just sitting back by yourself, and you're not gonna get the cigar's not gonna get lost in the conversation. It's not gonna get lost in the environment. You're not gonna be like, man, I'm smoking this, but I can't taste it. You taste this one from the beginning to the end.
Facts. Facts. So I got
It's
a
a
question.
banger.
I got one more
Shoot.
question. Now, how well do you think this cigar will age?
Ooh, ooh. I will say, I will say this. A lot of cigars, like some cigars, when you age them, right? They're
Yeah.
going to develop more flavor over time. They're going to increase their flavor because they may not have like hit like they were supposed to. It was a cigar that I had. Matter of fact, it was a Crown Heads. I had the Coronetta the other day. I had the Coronetta and Maduro,
Yeah.
and that's a brand new release from Crown Heads. It was a good cigar, and I would probably using your rating on that one, I would probably give it just above mid to a solid. It just hit in the solid. And the
Okay.
reason why I feel that way is because I don't feel like it had enough time to develop. Because when I got to this portion of the cigar, when I got down to the final third of the cigar, that's when the flavor started to come alive and it started to get smoother, creamier, and chocolatier and all that.
Yeah.
This one was already like that. I can't see this cigar going up that much more, but I
Mhm.
think with the oils in this cigar, with the construction of the cigar, and that the tobacco is already developed, it's not gonna die off because that's what happens with other cigars. Some cigars, like you age them and they lose all of that the oils and they lose all the great flavors and all that. This cigar is not gonna do that. You have this cigar for another 2 to 3 years, it's probably gonna be even smoother. You're still probably gonna get those spicier notes, but it's just gonna be like just as good as it was the first time you had it. That again is another major value for a cigar.
Yeah. And I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Work play hard. Just said is the Edmundo different from the original Mil Diaz Maduro? His two sticks of the year.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. Work. I don't know if you were in here, but just comparing the two, I'm gonna give a full comparison on this one. I was comparing these cigars. You got the Atabay OG, and you got the Mil Diaz OG, and you got the you got the Atabay Black, and you got the Mil Diaz Maduro. To me, they're similar in profiles. They're similar cigars. Surprisingly, I like the Atabay OG the best. out of the Bay line. But I would take this Mil Diaz Maduro over the OG Mil Diaz, just because the complexity is there.
The complexity
and that chocolate, the coffee, the cedar, the bready note that you get in there, that wheat kind of flavor, that cereal note. I would describe it more as a cereal note in there. You get just enough of the spice in there. It's more complex. So I would take this one over the original Mil Diaz. I like the original Mil Diaz. It's good.
Yeah.
But this right here, this Edmundo,
it's
not too many cigars right now. Yeah, facts, big facts.
Bro, it's different. This cigar, I'm just being honest, man. Like when you first lit up, like when we first lit it up, I wanted to sit back and be like, shit.
Okay. Right. Right.
You know?
Right. This is one of those cigars, like it's good to have when you chilling with the homie or you chilling with the crew and you sitting back and you in the lounge or whatever, or you sitting back by the fire and you just sitting back smoking a cigar. It's good. But this is also a cigar that you want to have when you by yourself because you just want to savor every bit of it.
Yeah.
All the way down to the nub. It's really that good. And I'm not gassing. You see it. I'm not gassing. It's really that.
That's the minute. I'm about to be
What up? Cody was up in here. We had work that just came in. We had Moses up in the place to be. Shouts out to everybody, man. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. Thank you for showing love to the homie Fred, bringing me on to do a review. I haven't done it in a while. I had to see if the palate was there. But we ain't had to worry about it, man. Like, it don't matter. Like, if you could be new to this joint, yo, you're going to taste this damn cigar.
Yes, facts. This was like this cigar has been phenomenal from light up all the way to now. This cigar has been working. And I think everybody should go ahead and try it. We both rated this on the new Cigar Head TV scale. Let me go through it one more time for everybody that just came in. All right, so boom.
Let's get it.
We got the top tier, which that is Cigar Head certified, definitely box worthy, definitely something that I need to go get a box of these. Then right up under tier 2, you got Solid. Solid is most definitely 5-pack worthy, most definitely worthy of getting a whole bunch of singles of it. Then you got Mid. Mid is kind of like, it's all right. Oh, I wouldn't really smoke that again just for a review, probably, just for that. Then you got my favorite of all time, the Grey Cliff tier. The Grey Cliff tier is hell no. Hell no.
We ain't rocking with that.
Hell no. No. Hell to the no. That's what it is.
So certified. Everybody that's in the chat right now, this cigar is Cigar Head certified. And this is my second time with the Mil Diaz Maduro. I wish I had more in the humidor right now. It's definitely certified. I'm willing to go out and buy more. Money out the pocket. So if you haven't had it yet, go out and try the cigar. I thoroughly recommend it. Obviously, Cigar Head Fred recommended. You get it from both TV spots, EKB TV and Cigar Head Fred TV. There you go. We down to the nub on it. That's money, man. Appreciate the love, man.
All the way down to the TV tip, man. Keely, bro, I appreciate you for joining me, man. The wind is blowing like
I hear it.
It's howling out here. But man, I really appreciate you joining me, bro. It's been fucking fantastic to have you on, bro. Long time overdue, but we finally got it, bro. And I look forward, maybe have you on again for another one, man.
I'll come on again for the show, man. I gotta support the homies, man. That's love.
So
appreciate you having me on, bro.
Man, hey, for sure, man. We are the Avengers.
You're right. You know what I mean? Thanos love on this.
Yes, sir.
Nah, it's Wakanda right here, dude. You Bombay. Yeah.
So, man, listen.
Appreciate it, homie.
Hey, for sure, man. Listen, y'all. So check it out. Give this video a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification button so you know when the next video drops. And I'll see y'all in the next review. Y'all remember,
peace.
Stay lit, stay humble, stay smoky. And we out.
Peace.